still a long way to go in this draft, but if you can lock up a few key positions here in the first few picks, it's a great look. We've seen the Chargers represented already by one of his excellent selection. Just what this team needs to maybe get him over the hump. And there's a pick that does fill a hole, but I'm not sure that it's really going to be the one that improves the overall squad a tremendous amount.
We bow down to none.
In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger. These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team. Because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to... Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches? Or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skill player to add another weapon? Boy, it's finger-crossing time now with the instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting a team together. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now, with the end in sight and a few more holes to fill. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here.
Your power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the... When the lights come on, everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song of the girl that's singing tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're having, the smoke that we're having, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. You're a little shy thing with a wild side on a night like this and just can't hide, cause it's time to live it up. So come on and raise your cup. If we talk about memories, yeah, we're gonna make up. Talking about...
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Peterson alone in the backfield. First down, Rivers. Over the middle, Cooper with it. A gain of 6 there on first. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, You must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Navarro Bowman coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. 3rd and long for Rivers. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Now the ball comes loose. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. 4th down, Rivers. And incomplete to open things up. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense with that. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And it's the big fella. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And now here come the Raiders. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Trying to lay one. He's got him in. Complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tim Brown, 73 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
My ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has
Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Adrian Peterson, 53 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
It's a gain of 5 on the play. They'll come out in the pistol. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. DeAndre Levy with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Eagles take possession. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now. And they're
touchdown, Philadelphia! Adrian Peterson.